They did their ribbon cutting over there on Broad Street. This building is a huge facility. It's the former ConMed, I believe. And Gary Thornston is on right now from Hayner Hoyt in Syracuse. They're redeveloping or reusing and turning these into apartments. Are we talking about loft apartments, Gary, or a combination?
No, they're loft apartments. There's 24 units on floors 2, 3, and 4, and they are 1 bedroom, 1 bath, and there are some 2 bedroom, 2 bath, and some 2 bedroom, 1 bath.
Okay, pretty big building, right?
It is a big building. It's the floor plates are about 14,000 square feet, so the building on 4 floors is about 56,000 square feet.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So the apartments, the 1-bedroom apartments, are like 1,300 square feet. They're as big as some new houses. So
yeah, that's really, really big.
Yeah. Then we have about 9,000 square feet of commercial space on the first floor. We have 1 office tenant that's committed. So we got about 7,000 feet of office space left. So it's an old. It's the Rathbun building. It was built by a family named Rathbun back in the early 1900s. Mm-hmm. They were a dry goods retailer, and they were in existence until the 30s, and probably were taken down by the Depression in 30. So.
And this is not your first. Is this your first in the Utica area?
It is the first in the Utica area. We bought the ConMed property a few years ago. We renovated and repurposed part of it in the Thinkubator. Mohawk Valley Foundation's Thinkubator anchors the east side of the property, and the MVCC trades, the construction trades, are in the center part, are part of the center part of the building, and this will be the westernmost anchor for that property. So when this is completed in early this fall, the entire property would have been repurposed.
What is the big, it seems to be the big thing, these loft apartments today? They
are. Syracuse has got, I think there are 3,800 people living downtown now in various buildings. And in Utica, a few years ago, didn't have a lot, and they're coming on strong. I'm a native Utican, so I remember when these buildings were totally different purposes. But now they're getting reused, and it's great to see because there's some really super stuff. So. Utica's lost a lot of the architecture along various streets, and so it's good to see these buildings get repurposed and provide housing and get people downtown again and build little neighborhoods. So it's great.
And you mentioned you're tied to Utica. If I'm not mistaken, you and I believe some of your children, right? You guys are all UC grads, right?
I have 5 boys. I am a UC grad, and 3 of my 5 are UC grads. 3 of us have undergraduate degrees, and 2 have master's degrees from Utica College. Very committed to the school. Yep.
Where did the where did the 2 black sheep go to school?
One went to RIT, and the other went to Embry-Riddle, and then to Syracuse University. So
they did okay. They did all right.
They did okay. That's for sure.
Yeah.
They're great kids. They're great kids, and we have 10 grandchildren. My wife and I grew up on the west side. We grew up on Downer Ave. Went to UFA. Kernan still exists. Lincoln's gone.
Yeah.
UFA's gone, and when I graduated from college, 50 years ago now, we left Utica, but we still have relatives and family there, and it's still our home, really. So,
can I ask you, does the hospital play any role in your development on this project?
Well, I started this process before the hospital, but certainly the hospital can be a great impetus to growth downtown, both from a residential standpoint, but also from a commercial standpoint. With medical office and support services. I mean, I think it's, personally, I think it's a great thing for Utica to see such a development right in the heart of the city.
All right, Gary. It's Gary Thornston, Hayner Hoyt in Syracuse, developing that project, which, again, this is the type of development we hadn't seen for a long time. And it is a real positive to see it happening here. It really is.
It definitely is. The attitude in Utica has changed dramatically over the last 5 or 10 years, and I think people are a lot more upbeat, and they've got a can-do and will-do kind of attitude.
Yeah.
So we're just happy as hell to be part of it.
Any idea on what it would cost to rent one of these apartments?
We're probably looking at $1,300 a month on the low side, and something more on the upper side.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Gary, thanks for taking the time, and congratulations.
Well, thank you, and thank you for having me on.
All right. Thanks so much.